The phrase, one man's trash is another man's treasure, has ancient roots, with no clear known author, shared among many different cultures. What is considered worthless or undesirable to some can actually be considered to be of great importance, use, or wealth to others. A similar phrase is derived from one that was coined in the early 17th century. One man's meat is another man's poison. And lastly, a phrase that has been around since the beginning of kindred society. One kind's blood is another kindred's food. Episode 13, Household Scrap Heap. Good evening, Echo. How are we?
It's gonna be a long night, isn't it?
We shall have to wait and see. Currently, it is roughly 1 o'clock in the morning. So you still have several hours before sunrise.
All right.
You are, I'm assuming you're in an Uber. You called an Uber or Cat's Call or the like. Because currently, your car is still kaput and your mother has taken refuge in your home to sleep after a very long night.
Might as well just assume that my first go-to is going to be cat calls. You know,
all right then.
Might as well just keep it the family.
Very well. They send one of their drivers, professional, doesn't speak much, begins to take you to the scrapyard that Rose Contact gave you, nestled in a not so great part of town. Not quite on the outskirts of the city, the houses you pass have seen the passage of time in ways that show minimal care put into it. Paint peeling off panels, plywood boarding up some windows, while other windows have iron bars over them to dissuade would-be burglars. Along the way to the scrapyard, you see a small encampment of tents and lean-tos, all too familiar homeless settlements that isn't quite unlike the one that you saved Marisol and Corey from. It is actually right across from the scrapyard, where the driver drops you off. The metal nest, from what you can see, is a large enclosed area. Google Maps shows that it spans at least 7 acres, all fenced in with wooden fencing that is at least 10 feet tall. A large iron gate stands closed in front of you, seemingly a mix of function and artistry. An intricate metal bird nest, crafted at the top with the name welded above it in large letters. The gate is closed, with a sign on the side that says, "Hours of operation, whenever the fuck we..." Intercom beside the gate, with what appears to be recently sprayed paint sign beside it that says, "Press at your own risk." You also note there is a total of 4 signs in 4 different languages that all have the same phrase, "Beware of dogs."
Echo will take a moment, pull out a cigarette, light it. Long haul. Staring at the sign, staring at the buzzer. How high is the fence?
10 feet. But you do notice that at the top of the wooden fence, there is those wrapped barbed wire.
I'm going to take a walk around the entire property, keeping an eye out for anything that might look like an entrance, anything that might look like a security camera, anything like that.
Okay. Roll me wits awareness.
Moment. Oop. And 6 successes.
All right. It takes you around, I'd say, 10 minutes to walk around the entire perimeter.
Yep.
There are some side doors. They are noticeably locked with heavy chains. There are security cameras also up, one every 50 feet or so. Not new from the looks of it, but definitely sturdy. And you can't help, as you're walking and you appear back at the front gate, which appears to be one of the few ones that is not locked, but automated, you get the distinct impression you are being watched.
Can I tell from what direction?
Since you rolled a 6, you can tell it's coming from within the scrapyard.
Can I tell from where inside the scrap?
Well, you don't see anybody. So one could assume it is from the cameras.
Then we're gonna channel heightened senses. See if I can hear anything. See
Okay,
anything. Smell anything.
Is it
one at a time?
okay? So, hear anything? You listen. You hear a few heartbeats. One that you recognize is definitely human. You've been listening to that sort of heartbeat quite often when trying to figure out if you're dealing with kindred or the like. You also distinctly hear 2 faster heartbeats, which you believe could be canine, judging from the signs you see.
Mm-hmm.
Smell, you smell grease, oil, the vapors of gasoline, rust, lots and lots of rust. Sight, as you're looking in, you actually do see about 20 feet away from the gate, you see what looks to be like one of those trailers that is similar to the ones from the trailer park that was close by. And the lights are currently on. I will say the trailer is similar to that you see in construction yards, so it could be an office or it could also be someone's living quarters. It's a large rectangular, almost like those large steel storage containers, but not quite. From inside, you can hear the faint sound of what sounds to be a radio, maybe a podcast, muffled from the inside.
Pull out my phone for a second. Tap through a few things. Open up my banking app. My money hit my bank account yet?
It hit your bank account about, I'll say 6 o'clock this afternoon. So yes, you do currently have the first installment of money.
I think it's time to make that money start working for us. Against my better judgment, I am going to walk up. I'm going to put the phone away. I'm going to walk up to the gate and I'm going to press the buzzer.
Takes a few moments before you hear a voice crack through. Metal nest, this better be damn good.
I'm looking for some information, actually. I was wondering if you could help me.
To a cop?
Nope.
Give me a second.
Much obliged.
From where you are standing, you see a shadow walk past the window of the trailer. You see the figure looking to be getting something, and it opens, and a feminine figure walks out. She appears to be a woman in her early 20s, dark brown hair pulled into a messy, unkept bun. Her face is smudged with dark grease that matches the stains on her blue overalls. The name Kim on a noticeable name tag. She has dark brown eyes and thick, dark eyebrows that look at you with a somewhat annoyed but curious expression.
Thanks for taking my call.
You will find her in the side chat. You do also notice flanking behind her are two large Dobermans who, the second they see you, start to growl, and she's like, "Hey! Hey! Sit down!" And after some hesitation, they do both sit down, albeit they are still growling at you. Very similar to how Bingo was when he first met you. Sorry. Daniels and whiskey are a bit protective.
Don't worry about it. I get that reaction from dogs all the time these days.
Oh?
Don't know why. It just happens. I'm used to it by now.
Alright. So who the fuck are you? She noticeably has not opened the gate yet.
Echo will reach into that inside jacket pocket. Pull out business card. And pass it through one of the slats in the gate.
She walks up, takes it,
Says
looks
Echo
it
Wren,
over.
journalist, and it's got a phone number on it.
What's a journalist doing here at fucking 1 o'clock in the morning? She says as she puts it into the front pocket of her overalls.
See, I work the night shift. I don't exactly keep normal hours these days. Work doesn't allow it, you know? I got a tip that you took a car in, not too long ago, actually. An abandoned one.
You're gonna have to be more specific. She says, gesturing behind her to the rows upon rows of abandoned cars, some of which are stacked on top of one another.
One that would have been involved in an actual police investigation.
Listen, I don't mess with that shit. I run a legitimate business.
No, I'm not accusing you of anything. Definitely not accusing you of anything. I just want to look through it.
What makes you think it's here?
Got a pretty good tip from one of my contacts who works for the city. Tracked it through the security camera, said it was dropped off here.
When?
When would that have been?
It was actually the morning. It was about an hour or two before sunrise the night Macy disappeared.
I'll pass that information along. Kind of ash the cigarette, pull out the pack, offer one through the slats in the through the gap in the fence.
Kim looks at it for a moment, glances between you and the cigarette, sighing as she takes it.
I'll
Just been like, it's a long fucking day.
Pass the lighter through too. You look like you've had a hard day.
She does. Insomnia's a fucking bitch, and when you run a family business, sometimes shit goes weird.
Fucking tell me about it.
She eyes you up and down before saying, "You try anything, they'll eat you alive," she says as she goes to the side and pulls a lever.
All I gotta do is look at the car.
Listen, I don't know what to tell you. We weren't open that day. I had a family emergency happen in town, and I didn't get back until a day or two after.
Anyone else left here? On the property?
Sometimes some of the homeless people break in and they'll sleep in some of the decent-sized cars.
Any cars left?
Daniels.
Alright, go ahead.
Daniels and whiskey are usually... Well, I doubt they'd be here, even though Daniels and whiskey over there were with me. Jack is somewhere.
Any cars left on the property that you hadn't accounted for? You've noticed over the last couple days?
None that I remember. But then again, I got slammed by some stupid people. I owed a guy a favor, so he's been coming in and out looking for parts for some rig of his, so I haven't had a chance to do full inventory recently. And you said this happened last week?
Somewhere around there. Mind if we
Yeah,
take a,
no,
mind if we take
I
a
haven't
look?
had a chance.
I'll stay with you. I'll keep my hands out of everything. Like I said, I just want to look. If we find it, I might want to dig through the car for a moment, but that's about it.
She looks at you.
I can either give you the rest of my pack of smokes, or I can toss you some cash your way. We mark it through e-transfer as services rendered if you'd like. Or I can come back and toss you some actual cash.
If there's a car here that's a part of some police investigation, that is the last fucking thing I need. So, fine, I'll look around with you. I don't know where it would be, though. I mean, they'd have to hide it pretty damn well for me not to notice. Not to mention get past Jack, she says as she starts to, like, walk down one of the rows of cars.
I'll follow along. And keep a respectable distance, but still close enough that she knows I'm following. And take a look around.
The two Dobermans, who she has referred to as Daniels and Whiskey, follow very closely behind her, clearly either well-trained or extremely loyal.
Mm-hmm.
Glancing at you every once in a while, or their ears twitch towards you. Not pleased you're here, staying very close to their human.
Take a look around.
All right, roll me a wits investigation check.
Five. Another long drag off the smoke.
Kim's with you, rubbing her eyes slightly as she walks along with you. You guys look look for a while, and eventually she does pause near one of the middle back corners of the lot, seeing some... It kind of looks just like a pile of trash and a giant tarp, and she's like, that wasn't here last week.
Mind if we take a look?
Might as well. Like I said, I can't afford to have a freaking
your
stolen
property
car.
I'll even sweeten the pot.
She walks.
If it's what we're looking for, I'll sweeten the pot for you. Take that weight right off your shoulders. You get any questions about this, you send them my way. I'll answer the questions. You can wipe your hands clean of it because you didn't know.
Curious if it is how it got on my fucking property, she says as she walks up. And as she's about to touch it, there's a sudden movement as a third Doberman jumps up on the pile, looking down at her. And she looks up like, Jack, there you are!
Good dog.
He does that thing dogs do where they go in a circle before laying down.
Mm-hmm.
Just looking straight at Kim. Go! Why can't you be like Daniels and Whiskey? He's not moving. This is what I get for naming you first. You think you're in charge now. He lets out a long, lazy yawn.
Your property. Told you I ain't touching nothing.
Yeah. I know, but it's my mom's dog. Well, kind of. I don't know, it just appeared one day. Called it Jack. It's been around ever since. Too smart for his own good. She says she grabs the tarp like, I'm gonna yank this, and you're gonna fall off, and I'm gonna laugh at you. The dog just stares at her as if daring her to. She's like, fine. She gives it a hard yank, and the dog rolls off with the tarp to reveal the car, which looks like it has been crushed.
Macy's car?
Yes. It hasn't been compacted into a square, but it looks like... It kind of looks like someone took a sledgehammer to it and bounced on the roof of the car a lot.
Alright, here's where I come. Reach in the pocket, grab the phone, fiddle with it for a sec. Line up. Take a photo from several different angles. The door door able to be opened at all?
Not with human strength.
The windows down? Or smashed?
Nope. Well, the windows are smashed, yes.
What do you think it'd take to get those doors open? Maybe the trunk.
I mean, I got a crowbar back in my trailer.
Why don't you go grab the crowbar, and I will see about potentially getting those doors open.
Jack, stay. You too, Daniels. She says, looking at the other dog, which seems to be listening. Jack still lets out like a long, lazy yawn as Whiskey follows Kim to the trailer, which is out of the line of sight of this car because it's all the way near the front and this one's near the back corner.
As soon as she's out of sight, I'm gonna walk over to the door and see if I can rip it open.
All right. Roll me a strength and brawl or strength and athletics.
Oh, shit.
What? Is that, you got one?
I got one dice to roll.
You only have one dice to roll? Oh, honey.
Give me a second. Let me take a look.
Okay.
Let me take a look at something.
Take your time.
Do-do-do-do-do. You know what? I'm gonna make a rouse check.
Okay.
We're going for a blood surge.
Alrighty then.
That is a success. Gives me 2 dice. Let's
Good for you.
Let's see if I can do this. I got 1 success.
You pull with all your vampiric strength. You were never strong in life. You are not strong in death.
What about the trunk?
You hear a snort come from the dog.
Just laugh. I'll turn around, look at the dog. Jack, is it? Laugh all you want. You're welcome to try.
Are you gonna go try the trunk now?
Yes.
Okay. Same roll.
Let me check the rules on blood surge for a second. Oop. Oh, wait a minute. My character sheet. What's my blood potency? One. Okay, so I did get that right. Yeah, no, we'll do another blood surge. That's a success. Oh, that's off the table. That is 1 success.
The thing saving you right now is the fact that the lock on the trunk is broken. So even though, once again, it takes all of your vampiric strength, you manage to get it pried open with a resounding bang that can be heard throughout the entire scrapyard.
Oh, nobody ever accused me of being stealthy. With the trunk open, I will take a glance inside.
The trunk appears to be mostly empty. There is some hair ties in there that most likely fell out of a bag or something. Some dust. You can't tell if it's recent.
Does the floor of the trunk lift up by any chance?
A bit.
What's underneath?
Spare tire, or where the spare tire should be, you notice that it is missing, along with the jack that is usually standard in these types of cars.
Take a look along the walls of the trunk. Any compartments there that might not be noticed at first glance?
No, but you do see that some of the wiring has been pulled out.
The back seats. Is there a release latch in here?
Yes.
Pull the release latch.
Okay. You pull the release latch, the seat falls forward.
And I will attempt, against better judgment, to climb in through the gap I've made.
Okay. You climb in through the gap you made. What are you attempting? You do have to crawl due to the fact that, like I said, the top part of the car has been crushed down quite a bit.
Take photos as I go, document everything as I found it before I start rifling through shit.
When you make it so that you're fully laying down in the car, you hear the back trunk close as you hear the sound of paw prints on top of the car.
Just Echo lets out just a very loud sigh. And we'll start taking a look throughout the car. Anything inside?
It looks like whoever brought this car in was very careful to not leave anything of value.
Glove compartment?
You notice that glove compartment has been emptied to the point where not even the owner's manual is inside.
Pockets on the sides of the door?
You see some wrappers, another hair tie. This one, however, you notice Macy did have beautiful brown hair. This one has a bit of red in it.
Has a bit of what?
Red hair.
Take a photo of it. I remember to bring baggies with me.
I don't know, did you?
I don't think I did. Shit. Pick up the hair tie, put it in a pocket. For the moment, best I got.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
You see some receipts for a cafe latte. You also see one for some sodas at the Nightlife. Looks like Macy did try to at least tip for the soda pops that she got.
I'll take photos of each of those receipts and then I'll put the receipts in my pocket.
The car groans slightly as you move, as if weight's being redistributed on top of the car.
Does it look like the roof is moving at all?
Not to the point where it's like it's gonna cave in on you. Maybe if Jack decided to lie down or if the other dog joined him.
I'm assuming the trunk didn't pop back open with the release of the weight.
No.
Of course it didn't. One moment. I'm gonna rock an int plus investigation.
Okay.
See just how thorough of a job I can do with this. I'm in here. I might as well make it good. See, probably the only chance I'm gonna get. So that's 3 successes. With 2 10s for a total of 5.
All right. So, as you're shimmying around this car as best as you can, since you got locked in thanks to the dog, you do notice there is a faint smell of perfume. It smells earthy with a hint of citrus.
I'm gonna go ahead and rock heightened senses. Follow that.
The scent is coming from the upholstery of the passenger side seat.
Is the material ripped open at all?
Really, no.
Grab a pen from
You do notice, though, on the side of the driver's side seat, it does look like someone had gripped their hand tightly into the side of the seat. From the angle, you can tell it would have had to be the person who was sitting in the passenger side seat.
So first things first, I'm going to reach into my pocket and grab a pen, and then I'm going to shove that through the material to create a bit of an opening in the material for the seat. I'm going to see if I can rip it open.
Okay. You do that no problem. Unlike the doors, this isn't as hard to get open. The inside of the upholstery is just that of regular seat padding, so maybe this person was wearing quite a bit of this perfume.
There's nothing inside the seat.
Nothing that you could see, although you do notice as you're doing this, you see inside the seat, between the seated part and the back, there is actually a cloth.
So I'm gonna, again, pull up my phone, take photos of the kind of hand imprint on the seat, on the driver's seat. Then I'm gonna turn around to the cloth. I'm gonna take photos of that. And then I'm gonna go into the gallery apps on my phone, open the photo, and I'm gonna make a note on it with what it smells like, where it was found.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pick it up and put it in my pocket.
As you pick it up, the smell becomes jostled slightly from being out in the open, and you do recognize the smell. Well, you don't recognize the smell. You've never smelled this one firsthand. But you do recognize what would be the description of the smell, which is chloroform.
Immediately, I'm going to stop breathing, like sniffing.
That's probably wise. You don't want a chance and risk to see what happens when kindred get knocked out.
Anything else?
Nothing you can find. It is at this point Kim returns. You vaguely see her through the small portion of window. She looks at you.
So the good news is I got in. The bad news is your dog thought it would be a great idea to use the trunk as a ladder and closed my escape hatch behind me.
That sounds just like him, and she looks up at the top of the car, says, "Drew, why the fuck didn't you help?" And you hear a voice reply, "I thought it was funny."
Har har. Glad I could give you a chuckle.
She's looking at whoever is on top of the roof and says, "Are you going to help? Are you going to make me?"
Do I have to get out of the car?
I will throw this car.
Sorry, go ahead.
I will throw this crowbar at you. The weight being distributed on top of the car again as Someone hops off the top of the car, shrugs his shoulders. Like I said, thought it was funny.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
He turns around to look at you, with you still in the car. This man appears to be in his late 20s, early 30s. He's wearing a dark shirt with ripped jeans. He doesn't look unclean, but he looks like he does work in this scrapyard. Hair is fluffy a bit. Most noticeable features about him is, as he looks at you, he has eyes that resemble a hawk. Bright yellow as he looks at you.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Glad you got a chuckle.
He ignores you for a moment to look back at Kim and says, I got this, you head back. You can't tell me what to do. No, but he takes the crowbar from her. You're not strong enough to get them out. And he gently, very, very gently baps her on the nose with the crowbar. Have shit to do.
So might I
And he's
assume
looking
then,
directly at her.
Might I assume then that you are the actual owner of the property?
Oh no.
No?
She is.
Fair.
She looks at him and is about to argue, but he's looking like straight into her eyes. And she just... Fine. See you later, Drew. He's like, bye-bye. Watches as she walks away with 2 dogs.
I like you.
The feeling's not mutual. He looks back at you, his face like losing that cordial look.
I'm sorry, have I offended you?
Came into my domain.
I'm just here looking for this card. That's all I'm here for. I can make it worth your while. Toss you some money. Possibly do some investigating for you if you ever need. Pull some heat off your back. Write an article for you. Whatever you need. I'm not here to cause problems. Trust me, I got enough of those of my own. This is just my line of work. I mean, to be fair, it is pretty fucking hilarious that I didn't see you, but...
You saw me.
You know what I mean.
Proves how you're not really paying attention. He says as he walks up, doesn't use the crowbar, one-handedly grabs a hold of the front door, and almost as if he's just opening a easy sliding door, pops the door open.
Echo, so after looking around, I'll hop out of the car, making sure there's nothing else there. Okay. Not that I wasn't paying attention, it's that I wasn't looking out for you specifically. I wasn't focused on it. Both my biggest strength and my
tower.
Pardon?
You with the tower?
The fuck's the tower?
Oh, you're new.
Like within a week or two?
That explains some shit. He says, rolling his shoulders back.
I don't give a shit about politics or anything like that if that's what this is about. Like, I don't care. I just want to exist. Like, I just want to do my thing. I'm not here to cause harm. I'm not here to interrupt kind of whatever you got going on here. I said I was just looking for the car. And Echo will actually hold out their hand. Name's Echo.
He looks at the hand, looks back at you. Takes it. Jack Davis.
Now, since I have intruded on your property, my question is, what do you require from me?
He thinks over it for a long time. Typically, I don't get much of you folk out here. Not much to eat. And they know better than to try growing news here, which is why I assumed you were with the tower, because most anarchs know better than to come over unannounced.
Not familiar with either of those terms.
Oh, that means you're neutral. So I won't kill you then.
And now that I know the rules, if you have the preferred method of contact, I can make that work if I ever have to mosey back.
A heads up would be appreciated.
Got a number?
Also, he goes into his back pocket, fishes out a small notebook and a pen, writes it down. Also, he gestures with the pen back towards where the trailer is. She doesn't know.
Which means you shifted before she came back. Interesting.
As far as she knows, Jack is just a dog that enjoys coming and going as he pleases, and I'm just a guy that comes by here for a quick buck.
My lips are sealed. I was wondering if I could ask you a couple of questions, though.
Yeah, I guess you want to ask about the car? He says as he hands you a number.
Echo will take it, put it in that inside pocket. Yeah, just a couple of questions and I'll be out of your hair. Did you see anyone drop it off?
It's the one that accepted it.
Do you know who dropped it off?
Someone's ghoul.
Can you give me a description?
Don't know. They were smart. Smelled like... They wore a mask and glasses and sunglasses, a hood. Smelled like bad cologne, though.
Earthy and citrus?
Definitely earthy. Wouldn't say citrus. More like sandalwood. Put on too much of it, though. Probably trying to disguise their natural scent, which, once again, smart, meaning they've been at it a while. I had to accept it because of a favor that's owed. However, he raises his hand. The favor that was owed was not from the original recipient.
Do you mind if I ask who it was from?
Well, originally, the favor belonged to... What do they go by now? They recently changed masks. He has to pause and think for a moment. Taylor... Right. Taylor Smith. That's the name they're going by now. I owed them a favor. However, turns out they owed a third party a favor and offered to basically say their favor would be null and void if they basically had me deal with the car. I don't know who the original favor belonged to.
Fair. Is there anything else you can give me? Just about the car, about who brought it in? Anything else that might seem out of the ordinary? Anything that might seem off?
Oh, the fact they knew to come here was something. Let's put it this way. Our kind, he gestures between the two of you. We don't typically... Most people aren't good at making sure evidence doesn't get left behind. Cars are especially hard to hide.
Yep. Especially when they're caught on CCTV coming in through your front gate. Don't worry, I got my eyes on it.
I'll deal with that later. I know a guy.
I might have somebody who can do something about it if you want.
No offense to you, pup. I don't like owing new kindred favors.
I'm not asking for a favor. Call a gesture of goodwill. Thanks for letting me on the property. Like I said, I don't play politics. I can if I want. I can if I need to. I don't fucking like it. I don't swing by those rules. Never have, never will. The only thing I ask is that if you need a hand with something, or you get into a spot of trouble and you need a friend, come talk to me.
Well, since you didn't do any disciplines on my girl, I suppose I will let it slide this once.
Yeah, I had to learn that the hard way.
I'm going to guess it was a ghoul.
I mean, just because somebody's human doesn't mean they're human, so to speak.
She is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that. Some kindred get very protective. I'm one of them.
I understand that. Echo will hand over a business card.
He takes it after a few moments.
The phone number on there. If you need anything, give me a ring.
I'll think about it.
No pressure. Just there if you need it. Thank you for your time. I'm gonna get out of your hair.
Good idea.
Would you prefer to escort me out, or am I going to be allowed to make my own?
Oh, you're not leaving my side until you're not leaving my side till you're out of my domain.
Fair. Echo will start walking back towards the main gate.
He follows.
And Echo will pull
You
out.
do see the two dogs outside of the trailer, both laying down, perking up slightly as they see you get closer.
Echo will, I'll pull out the phone, make a quick call to cat calls,
Mm-hmm.
and ask for a pickup, probably about a half a kilometer down the street.
Okay, they confirmed, and they said they'd be there within 5 minutes.
If I'm not there, just hold on a couple minutes. As we approach the front gate, Echo will turn around, offer a hand to shake.
You notice that the two dogs, Daniels and Whiskey, are now both flanking Jack, looking up at him expectantly. Similar manner to what you saw Maud did with Bastion. Looks at your hand, shakes it.
Have a good night.
You as well.
And we'll
Like I said, next time, call.
I'll give you a ring.
Mm-hmm.
And Echo will head out the front gate. And down the road.
He watches you go, closes the gate using the mechanism, and you see him walk back into... You see him walk past the gate, and then a couple moments later, you see on top of one of the piles of crushed cars, the Doberman Jack, who lays down and is looking down at the trailer that has Kim in it as you begin to walk down the path towards where you told Catcalls to pick you up.
Now what?
It's an excellent question. It is currently roughly, I'll say 2:30 in the morning. Have roughly 3-ish hours before sunrise.
Red hair. Always comes back to red hair. I'll take out the phone again.
Mm-hmm.
Look at it. Then I'll slip the phone back into my pocket. I think it's time to go start setting up an office.
Alright.
With some of the tools I'm gonna need. As I walk towards the place where Catcalls said they'd pick me up.
A sleek black car with windows that are almost illegally tinted comes up. The door opens, allowing you in.
I'll get in the car.
As you get in the car, the door closes and begins to take you back to the Bundy Hat bungalow.
Pull out the phone again and send off a quick text to Ro.
Okay.
What kind of access have you got for resources? I need to start setting up an office. Corkboard, filing cabinet. Maybe a safe, I don't know. I got some tracking to do.
She sends you back a text message that says, there's this amazing place called Staples.
I know what Staples is.
It's where I get all of my pens.
Got a conundrum.
She sends you a shocked Pikachu emoji.
See, you've discovered emojis. Awesome. Love it. Mum might not be Mum. Or rather, the person I thought. Might need to talk about it.
She sends you a message. You want to stop by the Velvet Pussycat? Have a drink?
Can I?
She sends you back. Of course! And like a bajillion exclamation points to the point where it fills your screen.
Let's talk. And I will give the driver directions, new directions.
Oh, that's a good point. It didn't actually say Velvet Pussycat, it had said Seraphina's place. Slip of the tongue for the storyteller. But yes, so they take you back to the Velvet Pussycat, allow you in the premises. It seems to be a relatively... Well, it's 2:30 in the morning, going on 3, so most kindred, it looks like, have started to make their rounds back to their homes, their havens. Mostly the staff, a few regulars, some ghouls are left behind. You see that Ro is already at what appears to be her usual booth that's relatively close to the bar. Rafe behind the bar doing his usual thing, chatting up with some people. You actually do spot Marcus as well. He's not in his security uniform. He's just in a plain black t-shirt and jeans and seems to be helping with inventory, bringing in large boxes of liqueurs and spirits.
Echo... You know what? In for a penny, in for a pound. Marcus!
He pauses, looks at you.
Got a sec?
He glances at a clock that's in the corner. Give me 5 minutes.
You want something to drink?
Rafe knows my usual.
Echo, I'll place an order with Rafe.
Okay.
House special
So
tonight.
is drinking. All right then. House special for you. And it looks, and Rafe looks at you. Are you the reason that our little sorceress has been bouncing in her seats for the last 5 minutes?
Yeah. I got work.
Oh, so long as it's not about the Loch Ness Monster. Apparently she has a new theory about it, has not stopped talking about it.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
It's Ro. I once made the mistake of saying that the Yeti and the Yeti and Bigfoot were basically the same thing, and she went on this whole spiel on like cultural differences and that most like
Doesn't one live in like coniferous forests and the other one live in like snowy areas?
That's one of the points she made. I had to sit through the entire explanation. She had a PowerPoint. I didn't even know she knew how to make PowerPoints.
I was gonna say that's like two completely different species. I'm not gonna get into that though.
Please don't. I had to sit through that once already.
I am so sorry. Anyways.
It's fine. Where are you coming from tonight?
Junkyard.
Oh? Which one? He says as he's like pouring some drinks.
I'll give him the address.
You hear a crash as he drops the glass. Looks at you. The Metal Nest?
Didn't really catch the name. I'll pull out the number that was given to me, take a look at it. Is there a name written on it?
The Metal Nest.
Yeah, seems like it. Why?
You run into a kindred named Jack by chance.
Yeah, I had a rather pleasant conversation with him, honestly. Seems like a stand-up fella. Wouldn't want to cross him. Seemed highly agitated and perturbed, but, I mean, he was downright pleasant for his attitude.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
Why?
He just lets out a sigh.
What do I need to know?
Well, the fact that you have, like, all of your limbs. Congratulations. He is a stand-up guy.
Whose legs does he use to stand up with?
He's also my murderer.
Your murderer.
Sorry, the correct term. My sire.
Ah. I take it you have no love lost for that.
I have mixed feelings about him. Marcus comes back. You're just pissed because he saved your life from a fire, and you now owe him a life debt.
Like I said, seems like a stand-up guy.
He is. That's why hating him is very difficult.
Honestly, if he's down for it, I'd like to sit down with him over a beer and just chat, but he doesn't really seem like the guy for that, so...
He is, provided you don't go to his place unannounced or try anything with the friggin' family that's there.
Yeah, so I was actually warned about that, because that's exactly what I did. Hey, listen.
Oh god, please tell me.
Listen,
Was it,
I didn't know.
Was it little Kim?
Let me in, yeah. I didn't know. He gave me a warning. It'll be respected. I got his number. I'll give him a call next time. He seems like a decent fellow. And I mean, to be fair, I did kind of intrude on his property, so...
Our clan can be very...
Territorial?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that.
Ro, seeing that you're all at the bar, just comes over. What are we talking about?
The metal nest?
I don't know that place. Is it like, is it
junkyard.
like... Oh.
We'll talk about it in a
Yeah,
sec.
I don't need to go.
Actually, why I wanted to come and talk to you. We'll talk about it in a sec. I'm just catching Rafe up on some shenanigans tonight, that's all.
Mm.
Yeah. When you get a sec, if you bring those drinks over, that'd be great. Grab Marcus whatever he wants, grab Ro whatever she wants. And I'll make sure to pay you on the way out the door.
Sounds good. He says as he sweeps up the broken glass that's on the ground.
Actually, you know what? Grab yourself something to drink. Come over and have a seat. I'd be interested in picking your brain on this, too.
You know what? Fuck it. I could use a drink. And he... Alright. About 10 minutes later, the four of you have convened at Ro's little table. It looks like Isolde has decided... No, actually, Mimi is taking a crack at being bartender since there was only about 10 patrons in total. Rafe is noticeably angled himself so he can still keep an eye on the bar if need be.
Echo will offer to switch spots so it's a bit of an easier look for him.
He does accept that and allows him to have a full view of the bar just to keep an eye on things.
Alright, so here's where we're at. Do you guys know the reference, the Scooby Gang?
Ro gets noticeably excited.
I'm talking about
Rafe is like
different contexts.
Rafe is just like, I'm not that old. He says, looking at Marcus, and Marcus is just like, I know about it. You don't need to bring my age into this. So he says, looking at Rafe.
I'm not just talking about the cartoon. I'm also talking about the reference in the later episodes of a show called Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
All three of them groan.
I know, bad stereotype. Just using that to illustrate a point, okay? I am a product of my time, if nothing else. Ro here seems to be, very much part of that at the moment with me. I guess since I've got nobody else that I'm really close to, so to speak, other than my crew, you guys might be considered part of that as well. I don't know what we call ourselves, but I mean, we can figure out branding later. I got a problem.
Okay.
Do you guys know Macy Velour?
She's quiet since she was with you for the whole thing. Rafe thinks it over. I think I've heard about it. Marcus speaks up. I know bits and pieces of it. I've been keeping up with the notes of it because of a acquaintance of mine.
Cliff Notes version, she's dead. Rich heiress or some shit like that. Was a bit of a socialite, had a fair bit of money. It was all over the news a while back. Remember that guy I chased away from the outside of this place for Serafina?
Rafe starts laughing. Yeah. That was hilarious.
Yeah, it turns out he did a piece on her death. May not have done his job right.
Okay.
So I started digging into it. The good news is I found her.
I thought they found the body.
They found her body. I found her.
Marcus is looking at you as he takes a sip of his whiskey.
She's haunting her girlfriend, who happens to work.
She's haunting her girlfriend?
Who happens to work at a place called Scrabble Latte. So, hi, welcome to my last couple of days, okay? Gonna take you on a bit of a ride. I'm looking for thoughts you might have, pieces I might have missed, something, connections I might have missed, something like that. I needed some brains to pick. So I started looking to...
Are we skipping over the fact that she's haunting her girlfriend?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
I went to a place called Bleeding Colors to inquire about her, let them do some work on me, and Echo will actually hold up their wrist and show off the sleek tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
Bastion was quite nice, actually. Very, very courteous. We chatted. Oh yeah, right. No disciplines on ghouls was a hard lesson to learn, but here we are.
All three of them, like, ooh.
Yeah, like, I'm learning, okay? I'm gonna make some missteps. It's gonna happen. Probably gonna get me into some serious trouble at some point, but here we are. I can't do anything except what I'm doing now and just kind of learn as I go. He pointed me to Scrabble Latte, so we went to Scrabble Latte, we sat and we chatted to Macy's girlfriend. Turns out, Macy was there. We summoned her, got to chat with her. She doesn't remember how she died. She remembers being at Nightlife, one of the clubs. She remembers something about, I think, a bathroom fight or something like that, and not much after that. Here's where things get funny. Cameras have placed her getting into a car with somebody after massive fight broke out, and massive reviews have basically reviewers have review bombed Nightlight. Somebody came in trying to buy it. That's like a whole other fucking thing. She got into a car with somebody after getting into a confrontation playing Scrabble at Scrabble Latte, and then she disappeared. Nobody knows where she went. They found her a few days later. Her car was found abandoned. Ro and I found out where the car was left. Left at...
Thanks to Reggie.
It was actually left at your sire's, right? That scrapyard he runs? I found the car.
Yeah,
Rafe decided to be hilarious to apparently close the trunk behind me as I was crawling through it. Yeah, funny at the moment. I love a practical joke as much as most. Echo reaches into their pocket, grabs the receipts, puts them down on the table. These were found in the car. Echo reaches into the pocket again, pulls out the hairband with the red hair on it, puts it on the table. This was found in the car. And Echo reaches into the pocket again and pulls out the cloth and puts it down on the table. And this was found in the car. I also have photos of the inside and outside as I found it before I disturbed any. Curious to know what
Rafe noticeably covers his nose, just like, oh.
Yeah, I know, it stinks. Don't breathe. I'm curious to know what you guys think of these items.
Marcus, who has been silent for most of it, picks up one of the receipts at Scrabble Latte, scans it over, Hmm.
Hmm?
I got a theory. Well,
Is it a demon?
it's not a demon per se, but it's going to be a pain in my ass, he says.
So, reference straight over the head. Got it. Sorry, go ahead.
He looks at you, flicks your nose slightly. Do you need camera footage from there?
I need camera footage from a lot of places. What I need...
Well,
Sorry, go ahead.
I can most likely get camera footage from Scrabble Latte. It's gonna be a pain in my ass, though.
So, don't put yourself out there. Would be helpful, but don't put yourself out there. Curious to know what else you think of the items that are here.
Chloroform's commonly used for all kinds of things. Unfortunately, it's commonly used for
Knocking people
kidnapping.
out. Yeah.
It doesn't work on us, but it does. Oh, it makes your eyes tear up, that's for sure.
Yeah. I can tell you pretty much from what I've seen that chloroform was most likely used because Macy actually remembers the smell of it and then nothing else. Also,
That makes
there's
sense.
what seems like an imprint on the inside of her former car. On the driver's side, like somebody was gripping it a little too tight. Tells me she was in the car when it happened, not outside like she told me. What else do you
Oh, in
notice?
that case, we're dealing with kindred.
Yeah. What else can you tell me about the items?
Is that from the red hair on the hair elastic?
I want to know your thoughts. What do you, just straight up, what are your thoughts?
Most likely you're looking for a redhead since Macy had dark hair. However, unfortunately, and he gestures to Ro as if to make a point, red hair isn't exactly uncommon these days.
Yeah. I know who the red hair came from.
Oh?
Echo will turn to look at Ro for a sec. Casually lick their fangs. Raise an eyebrow.
I don't know if she's still in town or not.
She was there with Macy. As I can piece together, she's the one that kidnapped Macy.
Ro kind of looks towards Rafe and Marcus. Do you guys know much about Raylan?
Maybe we should bring
Both shake their
Seraphina in.
heads. She's still out at her function. She should be back before sunrise, though. I mean, I can give her a call and see.
See, the thing is, I can get in touch with Raylan anytime I want.
But you can only do it once.
Correct. Which means if I'm going to nail her to the wall, I gotta make sure my ducks are in a row.
Well, Seraphina knows her better than most of the people here, so if anything, she might at least be able to tell us if she's still in town or not. Or even, I don't know what her feeding style is.
Whoever dropped the car off also knew to wear a mask to mask their scent with perfume. Ro and I got them on CCTV though. That's how we knew where the car was.
Okay, so we're dealing with a ghoul who
Yep.
knows their shit, but isn't powerful enough to deal anything with that CCTV footage.
And I'm hesitant to put any of my crew in harm's way over this, because this could be a problem. Especially if it ties back to Jeremy with connections, and Jeremy decides to make an issue of it. It's like spitting distance to cause problems.
Indeed.
It also means I'm stepping into some potentially hostile waters, and may need a buddy. Somebody who is known to handle themselves in situations that aren't exactly optimal.
I'll be your buddy,
Rose says,
patting your arm.
Can you fight?
'Cause
Because I can't. I'm good with the thinky, not good with the punchy. As was evidenced by my failure to open a crushed car door today.
I know how to throw a mortal off of me.
Yeah, I'm not talking about a mortal.
Not so good with the kindred. I am much more of the thinky, potion makey, melt your face.
Look, I don't like admitting what I'm about to admit. I don't like asking. You guys have known me for, what, a week or two now?
Give or take.
I've been pretty independent up to this point. And I've been trying to build some. I don't like asking for help. But when push comes to shove, if I get into trouble, there may be a point where I am unable to defend myself. I need somebody watching.
Marcus and Rafe are both looking at you. Rafe just says, "We're not making this easy for you. You have to actually say it."
You're really gonna go that route, huh?
Rafe has the largest shitting grin on his face, and Marcus, although his face is still that same neutral thing, you do see him trying not to grin slightly.
I'll look over at Marcus. Stare at him for a second. You're really gonna do this, aren't you?
Makes echo. I get very few times to just enjoy these types of things. Let me have this.
Before I say that, I need to know a price. I need to know what it's gonna cost me.
Well, it sounds to me like you're trying to form a coterie.
I'm trying to make sure I don't get shanked.
You want to call an ongoing IOU?
What would that entail?
You do favors for me, I do favors for you. If we are forming a coterie, then that's pretty much what one does. If it's something exponential, masquerade breaking, for example, then obviously we gotta discuss that further. But basically think of it as, you wash my back, I washed yours.
Good. But I want to make one thing very, very clear. I still gotta look out after me. If I find any one of you stabbing me in the back, just remember I'm really good at wiggling my way out of certain situations, and I'm really good at getting into trouble, and I'm really good at bringing trouble down on other people.
No, Really? I had no idea.
I can be a pain in I can be a pain in the ass just as well as the next guy. More so than most.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Put that out on the table then. I need help. I can't do this on my own. And I don't know where to start with this.
Alright then. I'm at your service should you need it.
Much obliged. Echo will shift eyes to Rafe.
He's still looking at you with a large shit-eating grin on his face.
Oh, come on, you're not gonna make me say it again, are you? Are you in or
What,
you
you
out?
got to make Goo-Goo... Yeah, I'm in. You pissed off my sire a bit, so why the fuck not?
And Echo will shift eyes to Ro.
Oh, I thought we already were a coterie.
Just confirming.
Does this mean we get more sleepovers?
Potentially. I'm also gonna need to make sure my crew, my ghouls, I'm gonna need to make sure that somebody's got an eye on them.
Yeah. Actually, if you want, I have a way we can track them.
I'm all ears.
Okay, so basically, I would give them like these little gemstone type things, which are actually crystallized versions of my blood. And basically, so long as they're on them, I can always track them, so long as they're like within the city limits and stuff.
I need something a little more permanent. I need something that can't be discarded.
Well, we could try having them eat them, but I haven't tested that out yet.
And I'm gonna need to buy that building outright. We're gonna need to enchant the property. Unfortunately,
I mean, I can start doing that now if you like.
What, enchanting the property?
Yeah. I mean, if I'm going to be hanging out there more, then I'm going to need it enchanted with my usual wards.
So...
Mind you, it's going to take me a while, and it won't be as powerful as here, because I'm still trying to figure out how on earth all the wards and magic shit works here.
You're good. I'm gonna need wards, I'm gonna need to set up an office, I'm gonna need to set up a fucking corkboard, because I need to start tracking this shit. Welcome to Echo Vision, soon to be incorporated, I suppose. Or LLC.
Yay!
We've got a photographer. Somebody who's working on photography skills. We've got somebody who's a property manager. I've got somebody who's convenient for menial tasks whenever needed. Got somebody who's really good at research. We've got the Trailblazer, which is me. Magic User, which is Ro. Hired Muscle, look over at Marcus. And an Information Gatherer. I guess let's see where this goes.
And with that, we bring this episode to a close.